Alright, so since the year 2023, majority of gaming laptops have quickly switched to a 16-inch 16x10 form factor, which makes sense given that this is the fifth laptop I'm reviewing that has been updated to a 16-inch panel. Now that a half year has been passed, we have finally had a chance to review the most recent ROG Strix G16. With its 16-inch 16x10 display and newer CPU and GPU, it's clear that Asus have made a significant improvement over its predecessor. However, there are also some minor flaws which may be a deal breaker for some users. Now, a huge shout out to NotebookSPEC for providing us all these B-rolls which made this review possible. Before that, let's have a look at what we are getting after paying 1.4 lakh INR or $1300 for this device. So now if we talk about the design, Asus did a complete redesign of the Strix G16 so that they can put a bigger display. The lid is made from aluminium while the rest of the body is set in plastic. However, the plastic used here isn't the cheap one found in the budget laptops. The G16 goes for quality throughout. But with the newer model, the lighting is a bit modest. Just a thin peeping glow LED strip runs along the front edge of the laptop and wraps around to the sides. Speaking of which, the lid can be opened with single hand. Interestingly, the bezels around it are pretty slim. Let's not forget the 720p webcam, which has its own notch up top. While the overall design is eye-catching, but there are also some elements that may seem a bit excessive. And you may notice unsightly gaps in certain areas like the bar above the hinge. But hey, from a distance, this gaming notebook still exudes a high quality aura. It's upon closer inspection that these minor flaws become apparent. While turn the laptop upside down and you will find speaker cutouts and a large ventilation grill. Hot air gets exhausted from two vents on the back and one on each side of the device. Asus uses the same keyboard we have seen in the other ROG Strix model. Surprisingly, the keyboard doesn't include a number pad despite having a large footprint. It is equipped with a chiclet style keyboard which provides a really good typing feel due to its 1.9mm key travel and decent haptic feedback. The buttons have been designed as full-size keys, which means the arrow keys on the right side are rather cramped. In the heat of the moment, you could easily hit the wrong key here. While in terms of touchpad, you get a very large, smooth and incredibly fast and accurate unit. The majority of ports are concentrated on the left side of the notebook. On the right, there are only two USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A ports. The two USB Type-C port on the left share their tasks. Front support power delivery and the rear support Thunderbolt 4 port, while both of them support display port. The power supply via Type-C is quite limited. The laptop requires 20 volt of power output and draw a maximum of 100 watt. Hence, the full performance of the laptop cannot be accessed via the USB Type-C port. The IPS display offers Full HD resolution in 16:10 aspect ratio and a refresh rate of 165Hz. However, the panel does not achieve the advertised response time of 3 milliseconds. In some cases, the value even doubles, and screen brightness is also low at 280 nits, which I was not expecting at this kind of price point, and it totally disappoints me. Overall, it still have a solid display with a matte surface and a high DCI-P3 color coverage with 99% of sRGB color gamut. So you can essentially use the laptop with color sensitive works like graphic designing and color grading. Then comes the complicated cooling solution. It comprises two heat pipes shared between the CPU and the GPU with one more dedicated to each of them. Then there is one heat pipe for the graphics memory and one for the VRMs. Asus also have something else up its sleeves when it comes to cooling. A third fan means you get a total of 3 heat fans and 4 heat sinks. The device thermals are also quite good. It never exceeds 90 degrees Celsius temperature mark in light to moderate use, and only does so during extended gaming sessions or other times when it is under a lot of strain. The 3 fans of the Strix G16 generates a significant amount of airflow. At 52 decibels, the fan can overpower environmental noise as well as the other sounds coming from the notebook. The laptop also comes with a silent mode where the noise is limited to a maximum of 40 decibels. Even in this mode, it still delivers ample amount of power. Now with a 90 watt battery pack, the battery on this laptop can last up to 5 hours and 53 minutes of web browsing and 5 hours and 47 minutes of video playback. But this amount of battery backup is only possible if the screen brightness is set to 120 nits. Now the big deal with this chipset is that the i7-13650HX is so much powerful. Compared to Alder Lake, Raptor Lake offers improved P cores, bigger cache and more E cores. Furthermore, the chip supports faster DDR5 memory up to 5200 MHz, so the performance would be slightly higher than the older Core i7-12700H. In Cinebench R23, the 13650HX is around 29% faster in multi-core and around 7% faster in single core. In Blender 3.3 Classroom, there isn't a significant improvement, only a 5% marginal faster render speed. The 3D Mark Time Spice CPU benchmark results aren't compelling as I expected, only a 10% gap in generational improvement. But still, the scores are really amazing. The RTX 4060 offers impressive performance, enabling high frame rates in many modern AAA titles, and the thing that is doing its magic here is the 3rd generation DLSS frame generation, which can significantly improve the gaming experience by inserting extra frames in between the existing frames, resulting in a smoother and more fluid gaming experience. However, when it comes to utilizing the full potential of 165Hz refresh rate, it is best suited for less demanding games or when the graphics settings are lower. For gamers who prioritize quieter experience over achieving highest FPS, silent mode is a viable option. Furthermore, even with reduced cooling, the graphics card delivered more than enough FPS when utilizing the ray tracing. Notably, none of the tested games exhibited any lag or performance issues. So definitely on the GPU side, the Strix has a better hold when it comes to the overall performance of the notebook. The Strix G16 undoubtedly offers a really good gaming experience, boasting impressive performance, premium build quality, long battery life, and comfortable keyboard. However, it's worth noting that its price might be not the most budget-friendly option when compared to some of its competitors. Doing this, if Asus were to make a slight adjustment and lower the price, the ROG Strix G16 would become an even more better choice, giving serious competition and potentially taking the lead in its category. So what do you think? Will you buy this laptop, wait for a price drop, or look for something else? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's it, thanks for watching. Now I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay awesome, keep spreading positive vibes, peace out.